Okay, Shayan, can you read the K-mode cluster analysis? Or Shoma, can you start reading?
Yes, sir. K-mode cluster analysis. K-modes clustering is an extension of K-means clustering algorithm designed specifically. K-modes clustering. K-modes clustering is an extension of the K-means clustering algorithm designed specifically for categorical data. Unlike K-means, which relies on numerical data and uses Euclidean distance, K-modes uses a simple matching dissimilarity measure based on the number of mismatched categories and updates cluster centroids as the most frequent category mode for each attribute.
One sec. So you know that is a different type of cluster analysis. Already, uh, Shumana madam has taught you the hierarchical cluster analysis, where we are following the Euclidean distance. But here it is the K-mode cluster analysis, where we are dealing with the categorical data. In case of the hierarchical cluster analysis, we are not using the categorical data. We are not using the text data. We are using the numeric data. And that numeric data, we can find out the difference between the two scores. Okay. And for the Euclidean distance. But in case of the K-mode cluster analysis, we are using the text data. When you have the text data, then how can you cluster the text data? Okay, for example, you have visited one sweet shop and you have noted that is some sweets have the inside you will find out the rasa or the liquid, and some sweets they are dry. Okay, so you can tell that is these sweets are non-dry and these sweets are dry. That means you have to find out certain logic about the clustering. Okay, and here you will find that is the Rasgulla, Sandesh, Pantua, Jilipi, Ledikini. Okay, so these are the text data. They are not the numeric data. They are the text data. And based upon the properties, okay, you are able to classify them into two groups. That is the non-dry, another one is the dry. Okay. Any question? No question. Okay. Now you go to the next. Shoma?
Advantages. Unlike K-means, which is limited to numerical data, K-modes is explicitly designed for categorical data, making it ideal for surveys, text classifications, and other non-numerical data sets. K-modes is computationally efficient and can handle large data sets, provided the number of categories and clusters is reasonable. Next bullet. Cluster centroids modes are easy to interpret as they represent the most frequent category for each attribute within the cluster. It can be adapted to mixed datasets when combined with algorithms like K prototypes, which handle both numerical and categorical variables. Since K-modes doesn't use Euclidean distance, there is no need to standardize or normalize the data. Identify customer groups based on preferences, purchase behavior, and demographic factors, namely age, gender, region. Cluster respondents based on their answers to categorical survey questions, such as preferences or opinions. Segment users into groups based on categorical features like genre preferences in movies and product categories. Group patients based on categorical medical attributes such as symptoms, diagnostic codes, or treatment preferences. Segment transactions based on categorical variables like product type, payment method, or store location. Analyze consumer decision making patterns, brand loyalty, and purchasing methods to inform policies or marketing strategies. Group students based on learning preferences, chosen fields of study, or course selection patterns. K means is unsuitable for categorical data because it calculates centroids as averages and have no meaningful interpretation in categorical data. K-modes solves this problem by using modes most frequent categories instead of means, employing a dissimilarity measure based on category mismatches. Some other advantages. Scalability. K-modes is computationally efficient and can handle large data sets, provided the number of categories and clusters is reasonable. Interpretability. Cluster centroids or modes are easy to interpret as they represent the most frequent category for each attribute within the cluster. Flexibility. It can be adapted to mixed datasets when combined with algorithms like K prototypes, which handle both numerical and categorical variables. Non-sensitive to scaling. Since K-modes doesn't use Euclidean distance, there is no need to standardize or normalize the data. Should I continue, sir?
Yeah.
Applications of K-modes clustering. Market segmentation. Identify customer groups based on based on preferences, purchase behavior, and demographic factors, namely age, gender, region. Survey
Okay. For
analysis.
example, for example, Shayon, are you here? Hello, Shayon. Okay. So Shayon has shown yesterday that is some of the textile.
Ha ha.
Okay. And that textile is very much related to the gamocha. That
Hmm.
is the Guwahati style.
Hmm.
Okay. That means whether this
Demographic.
type of textile
Huh.
will be preferred by the Assamese people and which gen, what is the age.
He told that 35 or like this.
Huh. But whatever the picture she has shown,
That is the
that
teenage
is,
girl.
yeah,
The,
that is the
yes.
teenage girl. Suppose you want to facilitate that type of textile for the teenage girl, then you have to design the product in
Hmm.
such a manner so that the teenage girl can find more comfortable.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
So therefore, the market segmentation that is vital
Hmm.
based upon the preference, purchase behavior, and demographic factors.
Hmm.
Next.
Next, survey analysis. Cluster respondents based on their answers to categorical survey questions, such as preferences or opinions. Recommender systems segment users into groups based on categorical features like genre preferences in movies or product categories. Healthcare analytics group patients based on categorical medical attributes such as symptoms, diagnostic codes, or treatment preferences. Retail analytics segment transactions based on categorical variables like product type, payment method, or store location. Behavioral economics analyze consumer decision making patterns, brand loyalty, and purchasing methods to inform policies or marketing strategies. Education group students based on learning preferences, chosen field of study, or course selection patterns. Why K modes over K means? K means is unsuitable for categorical data because it calculates centroids as averages, which have no meaningful interpretation in categorical data. K-modes solves this problem by number one, using modes most frequent categories instead of means, employing a dissimilarity measure based on category mismatches.
Okay.
Hmm.
For example, you have noted that is the purchase of Rasgulla that is very high in West Bengal
Hmm.
in comparison with the South.
Hmm.
Okay. Uh, and you want to find out whether the
Hmm.
Shon Papri is very high in the northern states
Yes.
than the south. Therefore, you can classify the product by the taste, by the culture. And you may find that is the Bengal, Odisha, Bihar, these three areas, they are fond of Rasgulla.
Hmm.
Okay, that means they are forming one cluster. In this manner, you can make the cluster, and there is no numeric data.
Okay.
Next,
Attributes.
attributes. Next is study for practice.
Study for practice. Title: Clustering Consumer Behavior. An application of K modes clustering to behavioral economics data. Abstract. Understanding patterns in consumer behavior is critical for business and policymakers. This dissertation applies K modes clustering to a behavioral economics dataset to uncover latent groups of consumers with similar preferences and habits. By identifying clusters based on payment methods, product preferences, and brand loyalty, the study aims to inform targeted marketing strategies and policy interventions. The findings highlight how categorical clustering can provide actionable insights into consumer segmentation. Objectives: explore consumer behavior patterns, to analyze survey data related to payment preferences, product types, and brand loyalty, identifying meaningful patterns in consumer behavior. Apply K modes clustering. Clustering for categorical data. Apply K modes clustering for categorical data to utilize the K modes clustering algorithm to segment consumers into distinct groups based on their categorical behavioral traits. Characterize and interpret clusters. To describe the unique characteristics of each cluster and interpret their potential implications for marketing and policy strategies. Number 4. Evaluate the utility of K modes clustering. To assess the effectiveness of K modes clustering in uncovering insights from categorical behavior economics data. Methodology: data collection. Hypothetical or real valued survey data collected from 100 plus respondent. Variables include payment method, cash, credit card, mobile payment, product type, electronics, groceries, clothing, brand loyalty, high, medium, low. Processing: data cleaning to handle missing values and inconsistencies. Encoding categorical variables as required for the K modems algorithm.
Acha, one sec. Uh, why the brand loyalty is there? Because it is the study on behavioral economics.
That's why the loyalty.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is the psychological phenomenon.
Hmm.
So psychological phenomena is associated with economic behavior. Economic behavior means it is your uh, desire to purchase.
Okay.
That is your economic behavior. How you go up?
If I go for suppose
Yeah, this
Um,
payment. No, 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 no. Go below methodology. Yeah. Now drop it. Now this credit card, mobile payment, product type, electronics, groceries, clothing, all the issues are there. So these are the variables. These variables are hard data. Okay. But the brand loyalty, that is your shop data. That is the psychological data. And the other data, how many credit cards you have. So that will be accounted as the economic data. Mobile payment, this is the economic data. Another important part is data cleaning. And you have a separate objective, and you have to find out that is which type of data, though you have collected, but that does not help you for the classification. Okay.
okay.
Suppose you have collected this data from the rural people.
Mm.
So you will not find many data about the credit card.
Mm.
Okay. Therefore, you have to be very much specific. In that context, maybe you have received only 5 data out of 1,000.
Yes.
Then that data will not provide any sufficient information for clustering. So when you want to think about the clustering, then you must be very much clear that you will get more number of data, and the data variation will be there. Okay.
That means we need more variables.
Yeah, more variables which are supposed to be related to our economic behavior. Therefore, it is called behavioral economics rather than psychoeconomics.
Yes, that's why the when we try to book any flight or anything, so that means they ask for the this credit card, those credit cards, so varieties of thing.
Yeah, this happens. If you want to use the lounge in the airport, then you will find that is they are asking, no, this credit card will not help you, but this credit
One
card
rupee
may
food.
be helpful
Yes.
in the airport lounge if you want to use it. Okay, now pre-processing that is over. Next, where it is, we are running cluster.
Clustering analysis then.
Uh,
Encoding, acha, pre-processing a encoding categorical variables as required for the K modes algorithm.
yeah, you have to encode the categorical variable. What is the meaning? For
Sir,
example, you
example.
have the credit card.
Hmm.
So credit card, what is the meaning of the credit card? Because it is the categorical data, na? You are telling it is the brand royalty. What is the meaning of brand royalty? You have to define everything. Many people have no idea about the credit card. They do not know the difference between credit card and the debit card.
Uh,
Many people have no idea and they are misguided.
Even also sometimes many people that means they are afraid of use of credit card.
Yeah, because within the specific time period, you can avail, but after that, you have to pay the amount.
Yes.
They have no idea about the minimum pay, minimum due, what is the impact on the cumulative effect of the minimum due. So they are purchasing, 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 and the minimum due is very small. And suddenly they find that the minimum due is very high. Then they are thinking, what happens? Okay, now next.
Clustering analysis using the class clear R
That is
using
the
the
package.
R package in R to perform K modes clustering, optimizing the number of clusters using an elbow method or
Dilute.
sleuth analysis for categorical data. Cluster interpretation. Analyze cluster centroids modes to identify dominant characteristics of each group. Compare clusters profiles across demographic or other variable metadata.
This metadata, that part is vital because metadata can provide you this information that whether the individual is from village or from urban, what is the approximate age, etc. Because here we are dealing with the text data. Therefore, metadata is important. Next,
Validation. Evaluate cluster stability using internal validation. Metrics such as within cluster dissimilarity. Hypothetical results. Cluster profiles. Cluster number 1, consumers who prefer cash, buy electronics, and exhibit high brand loyalty. Cluster 2, credit card users who purchase groceries and show low brand loyalty. Cluster 3, mobile payment users who purchase clothing and have medium brand loyalty. Number 2,
so if you visit any electronics, specifically the mobile, okay, and you will find that the salesman will push high range mobile.
Mhm.
Okay. And first question is, uh, sir, are you serviceman or are you business?
Hmm.
Okay. And if you are in businessman, then their question is related to the what is your purpose for purchase of the mobile? Okay.
Hmm.
And if they are telling, okay, I want this thing, okay,
Hmm.
they will push you
Hmm.
said, here you will find very good camera. Okay. And you can take the photo. So, sir, please you stand up here. I will take your photo. That means the passing time is the main factor. And if you are the academic person, usually they will tell you, sir, you can use the different type of MS Excel data, Word data, PPT, everything. You can do all those analysis there. That is possible by this mobile. Even you can take the class, online class. They will facilitate you. That is the online class is available. But you are in businessman, they will not facilitate online class. Okay. That means they are classifying the people based upon their interest, based upon their occupation. Okay. And
Hmm.
they are motivating you to purchase different types of mobile.
Applications. Develop targeted marketing campaigns, namely electronics promotions for cash payment loyalties.
Yeah, they will motivate you for this high range, and they will tell you that is you don't worry because EMI system is there.
Yes,
Okay. And the business people, they know very much about the EMI.
yes,
Okay. And if you are with your girlfriend or your wife, usually they will push the ladies.
mm,
Okay. Because they are using, that is, if the girlfriend is telling, yes, I like it very much, then they will uh, be able to push the product.
ரொம்ப ஏழ்மையான உங்களுக்கு
இவங்க தானே அப்படி இருந்தா அவங்க இது ஒரு நல்லா அது சுடிதார் இது
Hello,
போட்டு
hello, hello.
இது மாதிரி
Shoma, next.
yes, sir. Applications. Develop targeted marketing campaigns, namely electronics promotions for cash paying loyalties. Inform fintech companies about user behavior trends for mobile payment adoption.
Hmm. So this thing is possible by using this model. Next, this dissertation.
Conclusion.
Uh,
This dissertation demonstrates the utility of K-modes clustering in segmenting categorical behavioral economics data. By uncovering latent consumer groups, the findings provide valuable insights for business aiming to align strategies with consumer preferences. Future research could integrate additional demographic variables or extend clustering techniques to mixed data types.
okay. In Ravindric psychotherapy, one major assumption is that our consciousness is unbounded. Since our consciousness is unbounded, so our decision making system is unbounded. We can make the decision from the different perspective. If we are not happy with some product available in the specific shop, we can move around for searching the product. But sometimes we are not able. For example, you are in the Pishi Chandra, okay, Pishi Chandra Jewelers.
Mhm.
First, you will find that is they will show full regards to you, pranam or namaskar, salam, all those things. So these are the psychological phenomena. Second, they will give you coffee or tea, and then the drinking water. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And after that, they are asking you, Madam, what is your range?
Mm.
Or sometimes, Madam, please tell me what are the things you want.
Mm.
And you have noted that is you are not able to choose any product, but you are not able to say that is sorry, I cannot take any one. Okay, you will feel some hesitation because you have already taken their food, their coffee, and they have accepted whatever the psychological factors they have
Mhm.
uh, some effect on your mind, on your consciousness. Okay, but if you visit some clothing shop and the shopkeepers have shown many clothes, many sarees, but you do not want to purchase any one. Nothing is preferred to you. Then you can move for another shop. But this is not possible if you visit the Pishi Chandra. It is called the marketing. And this is called behavioral economics. Understand what is behavioral economics?
Yes, sir. A little bit idea.
You spread this knowledge.
Yes.
So basic assumption is that human behavior is not rational. And if you follow the postulates of Ravindic psychotherapy, then you can understand better. For that reason, I have added behavioral economics in our
Next.
next course. Okay. Next is the appendix. I think this is for Farah. Farah,
Yes, sir. So can
please
I
you
share
share.
my
Yeah.
yes. So this is the cluster and the interpretation is there on Google Classroom. So ma'am can read the interpretation from there. So can I explain about this data?
Yeah, please you go to the R script.
Yes, sir. This is the okay.
R script is not visible.
Yes, sir.
You go to the top.
So
Then you,
first is
no, before that, there is a library.
yes, sir. The packages. Yeah. So this package, library mass and then library clear. Yeah.
Yeah, this part is very important. Otherwise, you cannot extract. Next is the stimulate.
So synthetic census like data.
Stimulate synthetic census like data and census data. Okay, census data. This is the data frame. It includes gender, age group, education, marital status, occupation, and the region. So these are the census data. Head census data. Para, you just click head census data. Before that, you select the total, the previous one. Yeah. Okay. So this is the census data. Gender, one column, age group, education, marital status, occupation, region. So here you will find that is the all the data, they are text data. There is no numeric data. It has not been transferred or transformed into any numeric data. What is the next step? Para, you go to. Can you click Shade Seed? Num clusters, 3, K-mode results. You select all of them. So here you can find out that is the num cluster. Here we are assuming that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 variables are there. These 6 variables will be classified into 3 groups. So, Farah, you write down summary, K-mode result. Okay, now you write down K-mode result, not summary, only the K-mode result. Enter, yeah. So here you can find out that is the cluster modes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 groups are there. And the clustering vector is 3. 1, 2, 3. Because we requested that the total data that will be clustered into 3 groups. First group is 69. Second group is 73. Third group is 58. Okay. So total data is 200 data. So these 200 data will be classified into 3 groups. So first individual 1, that is in the first group. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, Individual 2 is the second group. Individual 3 also second group. Individual 4 in first group. So this is the clustering vector. So you go below, Farah. Within cluster, simple matching distance by cluster. 202, 204, 171. Available components, cluster, size, mode, within difference, iteration, sorted. Okay, Farah, you write down pi, PIE pi, bracket, K modes cluster, K modes result. K modes result, dollar, cluster. Before that, you write down up before pi, after pi, you write down table. No, pi, after pi, there will be the table. After that, K mode cluster. Not the comma. Table is the function. Open bracket. After table, open bracket. After pi, open bracket. After table, open bracket. TABALE. Yeah. Then enter. Okay. So this is the pie chart. You will get that is the majority in the cluster 2. Okay. So this distribution. Now you can write down table, bracket K mode result, dollar cluster, enter. Okay. So here you can find out that is the number 273 people are there, number 169 and number 358. Okay, what is the next one in your script? That is the print cluster assignments. Print K mode, dollar cluster. Next is census data, dollar cluster as factor. Okay. Then summarize. Then summary census data at cluster. After that, data visualization. So Farah, you just show, you select this number 31, number 31. Yeah. 36, 36. You go to the last one. Yeah, here you can find out the visualize cluster distribution. No, you are showing the graph, but I am interested the script. It is written cluster distribution. Next is the table, and census data $gender, census data $cluster. After that, there is a cluster distribution, that is one vector. Farah, you write down in console cluster distribution. Enter. Yeah. So this is the cluster distribution. Now we can find out how many female, how many male in each cluster. Next is the bar plot, where the cluster distribution is there. It is written beside equal to true. That means there will be no space. Column, so color is the rainbow. And it is written num clusters. That means three will be there. Main cluster distribution by gender. X lab is gender. Y lab is count. Legend text equal to true. Args legend list title cluster. So this is the thing. Now, Farah, you show the chart. So this is the final chart. Show the chart.
Yes, sir.
So here, this is the chart. Here you can find out that is red is female and the green is male. So three clusters are there. Okay. Now, Farah, you go to the console. What is your vector name? You go to top. Where is your data? This is your vector. You go to the top. It is the census data. Okay, so we can make the frequency also. Okay, you go below. So you can write down cluster distribution. Cluster distribution 1 equal to table bracket census data dollar age group, comma, census data dollar cluster. Then enter. Then you write down cluster distribution 1. Enter. Okay. So here we can find out the three clusters are there. And what is the age distribution? So everywhere you will find out the frequency, but not any mean, not any standard deviation, etc. Because we are following the K-mode cluster analysis. Okay. We can do the chi-square test also, because chi-square test provides you the difference between observed and expected frequencies. So, Para, you can write down chi-square dot test bracket cluster distribution 1. Enter. Okay. So here you can find out that it is highly significant. That means age-wise distribution is there. Okay. Up to this is clear. That means you can tell that is the whatever the clusters have been developed, these clusters are significantly different. Okay. By the age, you can tell. Farah, you write down chi-square dot test. Then cluster distribution, not the one. Enter. This is also significant. That means it is the gender-wise difference, male, female. Okay. So here you can find out the difference. So students, do you have any question?
At present moment, no questions, sir.
Okay.
Sir, degrees of freedom to just once repeat.
Yeah, degrees of freedom, that is the k minus 1 into rho. That is how many rows are there and how many columns are there.
Okay, sir.
That will be the multiplied. Okay, Farah, now you can close. So Farah, may I close now?
Yes, so we can close this session and we have then another meeting. So
Okay. Oh yeah, Anthony has joined.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Shoma, for joining.
Okay, sir.
I
So
have,
you have to stop live session, sir.
is there any live session?
Yes, sir. The meeting is going live, sir.